Hello, today is December 25th. Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah, and we are here with the Skills USA crew, bringing you today's April Fool's episode of PTV. That's a little Good morning, Leavenworth High School. I'm your host, Anneliesse Murphy. Today's April 1st. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever they just said. The weather for today is a high of 55. We have Nevan Snider back with another game review. This time, he takes us to Omori. Let's check it out.
Omori is an indie RPG with psychological horror elements that has been almost 7 years in the making and finally released this past holiday season. You play the game as the character Omori, who lives in an area known as White Space, containing just a few items and a black light bulb. However, next door, he is greeted by his friends in a bright, colorful world. Every day, he gets to spend time with his friends, Aubrey, Kel, Hiro, Basil, and his older sister Mari. Nothing ever goes wrong. The game has its own unique style of doing turn-based combat. Each of your party members and enemies can all have different emotions they can feel in the battle, and this affects the stat of that character. Different combinations of emotions can change who has the upper hand in a fight. Your party also has the ability to perform follow-up attacks, where characters can work together by using your energy bar, which is filled by taking damage. If you fill up your energy bar, you can release energy to use a devastating all-out attack with all of your party members. The art for Omori takes on this hand-drawn scribbly look with vibrant characters that keeps all the fights looking interesting. Each character in the game has a few frames they will switch between to make the still shots have more movement. The art style manages to serve as a great contrast to the psychological horror part of the game, and makes tone shifts in the game much more dramatic, while also just looking great in its own right. The story, however, is the best aspect of the game in my opinion. It is difficult to describe the story without getting into major spoilers, but it manages to delve into the minds of the main characters and touch on topics such as fears, anxiety, and depression in an extremely natural way that made me get very invested in the characters and their relationships with one another. It is a story unlike any other that you really just have to experience for yourself and can't be explained through something like this. If you enjoy stories that are deeply personal and very character driven, you are absolutely going to love this story in this game. It's one of the most emotional, touching stories in any game I've ever played. So should you get this game? Absolutely. Omori has so much charm in its vibrant art style, its lovable characters, and its really fun take on turn-based combat, while also being able to have a serious down-to-earth game with its unsettling moments. The game manages to balance these two aspects impressively. This is a story I think everyone needs to experience, and I assure you, it is very touching. If you are a fan of other RPGs like Undertale or Earthbound, then definitely pick this up.
Thank you, Nevan, for that heartfelt review. Now I bring you back with some spring sports. It's Anneliesse Murphy back with your spring sports recap so far. Amazing job to our Pioneer softball team for working hard at practice every single day and getting ready for their first games of the season. We are all very proud of you, and we can't wait to see what happens next. Also, great job to our Pioneers baseball team for pushing their way through their first games of the season and continuing to prove every single day. Good luck to our Lady Pioneers varsity softball team at their first home game of the season today at our brand new sports complex field. There's more to come in sports news on the next edition of Your Spring Sports Recap. Now let's give a round of applause for our cast and crew of the Mysteries of Custodia. Juniors and sophomores will be tested next week on the 7th of April. Freshmen and seniors will be working remotely. Prom as of now is only limited to seniors. Seniors are not allowed to bring students from other schools. Prom will take place outside at Leavenworth High School this year from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Juniors and seniors will also be able to attend the RO Ball. The RO Ball will be in the school gym. This formal event goes from 6:30 and will end at 9. The informal event starts at 9 and goes to 12.
And here are some of the Skills USA things that have been going around school.
Recently, our Leavenworth High School students have been competing in a TSA and Skills USA organizations designed for preparing high school students for careers in the workplace, specifically in the technical career field. We have students competing in technical drafting, architectural drafting, additive drafting, web design, and TV video production, along with scientific visualization, transport modeling, photography, and many, many more. For Skills USA, they have completed the Skills USA Knowledge Test along with a specified test about their category, and now will compete sometime before April 30th, when the awards ceremony will take place. Earlier this week, 2 broadcasting teams, both from our very own PTV, were able to travel around, collect footage around Leavenworth, and they used a creative video for the theme Champions at Work, Empowered to Succeed in Your City, School, Library. Yesterday, essays on tech occurred, and today, agricultural and mechanic drafting will be competing for TSA. Upcoming events include TSA interviews, photography, scientific visualizations, and transport modeling, so good luck to all of our competitors. Later this month, there will be mechanical, architectural, and additive drafting along with web design, which we will touch up on when they near. Overall, good job to everyone who has competed thus far, and good luck to the rest of our competitors. For any further information on Skills USA, contact Ms. Strigo, and if interested, be sure to sign up in one of the many CTE categories next year.
And now on to Antonio's sneaker releases.
As the sneaker culture grows here at LVHS, I thought I'd make a segment on some of the upcoming sneaker releases and what you guys should keep your eye out for. April 1st, we will have 4 new Adidas NMD R1 releases. The colorways are Black Screaming Oranges, White Crew Navies, Cream White Screaming Oranges, and the Crew Navies. Fast forward to April 10th, we will have a redrop of the Jordan 5 Raging Bulls that originally came out in 2009. On April 12th, the Yeezy 500s are getting a new colorway called the Frosted Blues. Personally, it's not my style, but it still looks pretty clean. April 17th, the Jordan 1 Hyper Royals are dropping, and I would love to get a pair. April 28th, we will have the Jordan 4 University Blue drop, and fast forward all the way to June 21st, the new Yeezy 350 V2s are dropping, and they are the Mono Cinders, the Mono Mist, the Mono Ice, and the Mono Clays, and I absolutely love what they look like.
This has been Anneliesse Murphy. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.